Neil, thank you for visiting with us today about our two companies. And could you talk a little bit about your history and the background of your farm?
Okay. Well, I'm a third-generation farmer here in the Willamette Valley that kind of got a fresh start when my wife Pam and I decided to start a new company, a new venture in the Willamette Valley, or in the Molalla area. Here, Northwest Transplants, bringing transplant seedling technologies to the area. And it's been 25 years of growth and pain and adventure, and now excited that our daughter Lauren is joining the company to take it to that fourth generation. So,
Neil, tell us what kind of needs brought you to our group?
Well, from the beginning in 1990, our whole company was just a startup venture in agriculture. A little bit difficult to finance something new and that hasn't ever been done before. Ag financing is based on tradition and experienced yields and not very conducive to, I want to start something brand new that's not done here before and bring a new technology to ag producers in the area. So it made it very challenging to find any kind of lenders that were interested in help. I was referred to Harvest Capital early on in that time period. We again struck up interest in Harvest Capital based on your reputation and accomplishments of what you've done for others. So,
Neil, how have we supported your business all these years?
Well, you've been a very important part of our business in some ways saving it. I think the most important thing that you and your team have done in supporting our business is just your honesty in being part of our company, not just being that lender with, we want your business, you're doing well, here's your products, we want to give you this, this, and this. You've been there with advice and consulting, bringing different ideas and even lending resources to the table at times to be able to keep us going, help us financially plan our debt more appropriately than we were with when we were working with other lenders. We owe an awful lot to you with regard to, I guess our position today and our ability to stay very secure with not only, our vendors and our lending relationships, but also our customer relationships. Being strictly a contract producer for everything that we do, we have a responsibility to those customers of ours to follow through and to perform, and really can't do our business appropriately if we're always under the thumb of a lender trying to pull this string or that string with regard to how we do our business. So your whole team has been an excellent resource for us to make sure we stay disciplined with our lending, as well as bringing us some new opportunities and different lending resources to the table.
So Neil, and as we look back over these years, we've enjoyed working with each other. We've really worked on a lot of structure and a lot of idealistic structure as far as balance sheet and finances with you. Could you tell us a little bit about how we've worked into that structure?
Well, I think you've really helped us, and I think we're a challenging business for you to work with. You were probably right all along. We're a very cash flow based company. We find a way to generate, $2.5 million of sales on a 20-acre operation, and yet we don't have a huge land asset base to lend on. And primarily being a lender specializing in long-term asset lending, that can be quite challenging. But your efforts in sort of helping us to lose some of that dependency on that short-term finance capital, looking at leveraging other parts of our resources from, literally our customer base and how we manage cash flow with them, and focusing more on financing that long-term growth and assets in better long-term ways by bringing some of your other resources to bear than just conventional, 30-year mortgage, 25-year mortgage land lending.
So really, for both of us, we've taken quite an entrepreneurial approach to your farm in particular.
Well, again, I think speaks to why we have such a comfort level in working with Harvest Capital. Bringing you our ideas, letting you tell us, no, that's not a good idea. This will do this to your balance sheet, or this could affect you here. Your non-conventional approach as a lending institution that actually shares your expertise about financial stability with us versus just trying to put us in your next portfolio is really important to us. We actually have that comfort to be able to share ideas with you, and to that gives us the comfort to know when Harvest Capital says, well, I don't know about that. You might want to look at this. You might want to consider what the impact might be on your balance sheet in this way, or even the diversity of your lenders. How much control do you want to give any one entity? These are important things to us that bring a trust to where we want to bounce things through Harvest Capital, not as a lender of last resort, as our first choice of where we want to do business. Because if you're concerned and sharing your concerns about our finances with us, then by God, we should be concerned, and we should really look at that.
Neil, I want to thank you for letting us visit with you today, but more importantly, thanks for letting us be a part of your lives, of your family's life, of your team, and all the employees here. What a pleasure it's been for us to be an integral part of your future.
Well, thank you, Brian, and thanking you for the next generation of Northwest Transplants that's going to carry this on, and hopefully with a relationship with you and your team. Thank you.
Thank you.